Hello everyone. So we have been seeing about functions. In the last video also we saw a function that takes one parameter, and that parameter is none other than the delay time that we were going to use. So we just had the 500 millisecond delay time, and we saw that the LED blink is happening with 500 millisecond delay. Okay, so then we even changed the time to 1000 and even 200 milliseconds, and we have seen the respective LED blink time have changed accordingly. Okay, so now let's write a function. Let's forget about this LED and all this business, and let's write a function which takes two parameters and does some work. For example, let's write a function that will print the addition value of two numbers by taking two parameters. For example, a function that takes two numbers as parameters, and it prints the added sum of these two numbers. Okay, so first I will write as a void function, because it is just going to print the sum, right? It is not going to return anything. It is just going to do a work. Okay, and I will make the name as adder. That means it is going to add two numbers. Then I will have these parentheses open and close, and in which I'm going to pass two numbers. So let me pass two integers, int x. So you know how to pass this. We can pass this. We have seen in the previous example, we can pass one parameter like that. So if you want to pass one more parameters, because we are going to pass now two parameters, what you have to do is you have to add a comma and pass the next parameter. Okay, so again you are going to pass an integer variable, because I'm going to add two numbers. So I have passed the first number inside the function. Now I am going to pass the second number inside the function. So again another integer variable. So I have already said you how to pass the value parameters, first data type, and then a name. Any name you want to give, you can give. Okay, so I will give the name as y. So x and y are two numbers I am going to pass inside the function. Okay, then I will open a curly braces. That is the area of the function. So now what I am going to do, I need to add these two numbers, and I want to print the value, right? I want to serial print the value. So how to add that? Okay, let's add and assign it to a new value, right? New variable. So I will create a new variable called x, not x, let's say sum, and I will add these two numbers, which x and y. Okay, that means I am adding this x and y and assigning the value to another variable. Okay, to make it more clear and clarity, I am doing like this. Okay, I can directly print the addition, but let's think about this. Then I will serial print what is our task? Serial printing the addition of these two numbers. So now in the line number 14, what I have done is I have added these two numbers plus. Okay, and I have assigned it to a new integer variable, because if we add two integers, the result also will be an integer number. So that is going to be the sum of these two numbers. Now what I should print? I want to print the sum, because I'm going to take two numbers and I'm going to print the addition value of these two numbers, right? So I'll copy it and paste it here and do like this. Okay, that means what? Taking two parameters, adding them, and assigning it to a variable, that addition, and returning that sum. Okay, that means the addition value, not returning serial printing. That means printing the addition value. Okay, since we are using the serial println, in the void setup we have to say serial dot begin, what is that, 9600. Okay guys, all good. So now I have to call the function. Earlier I have called the function, you can see this, right? Yes or no? Yes. So I am passing a value as a parameter or argument, and that value was set inside the function. So here we don't need this delay time and all the businesses, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to call the function and to add two values. So first, how to call the function? We type the function name, and we have the open and curly parenthesis and a semicolon. But since this is a function that takes two parameters, okay, I have to pass two number values inside the adder, because the whole purpose is giving two numbers and getting the total of that number, right? So that means added value. So I'm going to first pass one integer value, and then again pass another integer value. Okay, so let's take 5 and 10. 5 comma 10. What does it mean? In this function, first integer I am passing is x and the second integer I am passing is y. So this is x and this is y. So here now x is 5 and y is 10. Then inside the function, since we called the function will be implemented, right? So inside the function we add the x plus y, so 5 plus 10, and we assign the value, resulting value, to a variable called sum. That means 15. Sum value will be 15. Then we simply print the sum value. Okay, so the answer should be 15, right? You get it? Okay, so let me copy this code, okay, and check on a serial simulation environment to see whether this thing works or not. Okay, so I'm in my simulation environment. So according to us, number 15 should be printed, right? Number 15 should be printed. Let's see. So I got the code and I just have pasted my code here, and I'm going to start the simulation, and let's see. Okay, and 15 will be continuously printed, right? Why? Because we are calling it inside the while loop. Okay, so while loop will again and again call the function. Okay, every time 5 plus 10 should be added together and the result should be printed every time. Okay, repetitively. Let's see whether it works or not. 15 is printing or not. Okay, I'm going to start the simulation, and yes, we should keep our serial monitor open. Okay, hold on a second. Let's open the serial monitor and see, number 15 is being printed in the serial monitor, right? Wait, what did I do? Okay, nice. I'll clear it and see. Okay, see, number 15 is being printed. Okay, that means the function works perfect. Do you see this? Because 5 plus 10 is 15. Okay, so we don't have to stop in that place. We can call a function any number of times we want with different values. For example, now again I want to add another two numbers. Let's say 20 plus 30. That means 50. Okay, so then what I can do is I can again call the function and pass the new values. Let's say 20 comma 30. So now what will happen? First, this function will be implemented, and this value sum will be printed 15, and then in the next line this function will be called with the new parameters, new arguments, right? That means new parameter values. Okay, so again this function will be called. It will add 20 plus 30, so number 50 will be printed here. Okay, again when the while loop started, 15 will be printed, then again number 50 will be printed. You understand this? So let's check it again. First we'll stop the simulation. Okay, and I'm going to start the simulation now. First clear it. Again, let's see. Okay, you see, number 15 and number 50 will be printed one after another, right? 15 and 50. That means this will print 15, this will print 50, and that will keep iterating. Okay, so that makes sense, right? So now you have known how to call two functions, one function with two parameters. Okay, and then how we can call it? We can call it any number of times with different values. Okay, you get it? That's nice, right? Okay, so if you want to make it more handy, what you can do is you can say like this: int num1 is equal to 5, and you can say int num2, so it should be like this, is equal to 10. Okay, and you can pass this num1 and num2 here and here in the places of 5 and 10, so that looks more neat. The code looks more proper. Okay, so this will again give you 15 because num1 means 5 and num2 means 15. Okay guys, so stay tuned guys. I will catch you up in the next video. Until then, stay safe.